Auzubillahiminashaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum student. Today we will start our new chapter, which is chapter number 19, name nuclear physics. Nuclear physics is the field of physics that studies the building blocks and interaction of atomic nuclei. Nuclear physics is the study of the proton and neutron at the center of an atom and the interaction that hold them together in a space just a few millimeters across. It includes the study of the general property of nucleus. The particle contained in the nucleus. As we know that nucleus contain proton and neutron and electron revolves around the nucleus. The interaction between these particles, radioactivity and nuclear reaction, particle practical application of nuclear phenomena. Next topic is the most important topic of this chapter is radioactivity. Radioactivity is the release of high energy particles or wave being emitted, released from the decay breakdown of an unstable nuclei of an atom. Student, the phenomena of emitting radiation by elements which have mass number greater than 82 continuously is called radioactivity. Means the process of disintegration of unstable nucleus into the stable nuclei of the emission of radiation is called radioactivity. Radioactivity is natural and irreversible process. Natural radioactivity was discovered by scientist Henry Becquerel. Student, after radiation, radioactive atoms release energy and particles. When Rutherford did an experiment, he found that the radiation of three types. One of these bent towards negative pole, one bent towards a positive pole, and third one remained undeflected. These are the three rays: alpha rays, beta rays, gamma rays. First, we have to talk about charges. Alpha rays contain positively charged particle, means alpha ray carry positive charge. Beta rays carry negative charge and alpha rays carry neutral charge because electromagnetic waves and light and X-ray contain neutral charge. Deflection by electric and magnetic field. Alpha rays deflected by electric and magnetic field, same as beta rays also deflected by electric and magnetic field, but gamma rays remain undeflected by electric and magnetic field. Effect of photographic plate. Student, on alpha rays, effect of photographic plates cause fluorescence. Student, fluorescence is the emission of light by a substance that has absorbed light or other electromagnetic radiation. In most cases, the emitted light has a longer wavelength and therefore lower energy than the absorbed radiation. So, both alpha rays, beta rays, and gamma rays produce fluorescence when they affect on photographic plate. They produce strongest ionization in alpha rays. Student, ionization is a process by which an atom or a molecule acquires a negative or positive charge by gaining or losing electron, often in conjunction with other chemical chains. So, alpha rays produce strong ionization, beta rays produce less ionization than alpha rays, and gamma rays doesn't produce any ionization. So, next point is penetrating power. Student, penetrating power is defined as the power of electron beam transmitted from a substance. Means having the power of entering, piercing, or pervading a penetrating shriek, acute insight into life. So, alpha rays has the strongest ionization power but least penetrating power. Beta rays can penetrate cloth, skin, paper, and has a little bit higher ionization power than alpha rays. But the most penetrating power have alpha rays, which is trapped by many centimeters of lead or many meters of concrete. Now we will talk about charge. Alpha rays has biggest mass and charge. The mass of each particle is nearly 4 times the mass of hydrogen nucleus. Beta rays contain smaller mass and charge, and gamma rays contain smallest mass and charge. Alpha rays can travel 2 to 4 centimeter per second. Beta rays can travel 2 to 3 meter per second, but gamma rays can travel 500 meter per second. Alpha rays contain a double of electron charges, but beta rays charge is minus E and gamma rays have no charge value. Other topic is nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion is the process of splitting a nucleus into two nuclei with a smaller mass. Student, this is the nucleus and it is split into two nuclei and energy is also produced. Fusion means to divide. Only large nuclei with atom numbers above 90 can undergo fusion. A student, the splitting of nuclei of a substance into two or more fragments with the emission of energy is called fusion. To carry out the reaction is heavy nucleus such as uranium is bombarded by slow moving neutron, and due to this it break up into beryllium and krypton. So it is the nucleus of uranium and it is split into beryllium and krypton. Nuclear fusion is the opposite of nuclear fission. We call it nuclear fusion because at extreme temperature of millions of degrees, the collision of atomic nuclei center cause the atom to fuse join together. Student, this is the nuclei. When they combine at extreme temperature, it forms a heavy nucleus and it produces a tremendous amount of energy. It is a process in which two light nuclei join together to form a single nucleus and energy is released. In a simple word, we can say that when two lighter stable nuclei combine to form a large unstable nucleus, the phenomena is called fusion. Now, last topic is the difference between nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. First, we discuss nuclear fusion. A heavy nucleus break up to form a two lighter nuclei. It involves a chain reaction because it is a continuous process. The heavy nucleus is bombarded with neutron. We have proper mechanism to control fusion reaction for generating electricity. Disposal of nuclear waste is a great environmental problem. When we use raw material of nuclear fission, it is not easily available and it is most costly. But nuclear fusion, two light nuclei combine to form a heavy nucleus. Chain reaction is not involved because it is not a continuous process. Lighter nuclei are heated to an extremely high temperature. Proper mechanism to control fusion reaction are yet to be developed. So, disposal of nuclear waste is not involved in the environmental problem. So, raw material is comparatively cheap and easily available as compared to nuclear fission. Heat or energy obtained by fusion cannot be utilized by peaceful purpose. In hydrogen bomb, fusion takes place which is very destructive. Jazakallah student. Allah Hafiz. Inshallah, we will meet in our next session. Allah